those are the kind of things where you have to kind of take off your consumer hat and you have to put on your CEO hat. You have to put on your business owner hat and think about like, okay, from a marketing standpoint, what made me want to go do this? And then you can apply those same principles to your own business. And so, you know, no one is copying or anything like that, but I feel like there's so many examples of the right thing to do out there that I think it's really easy to figure out what can work and see what other people are doing for you to create your own version of that works for your business.
Change is crazy. Change is crazy.
We are on our way to do the launch photos. Well, I've already done the product one, so now I'm going to take some with me in it. I feel like anytime you have a business, you should be in pictures. People should see who you are.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
And we're also dual purposing this and getting some pictures of her for her 2-year birthday too. All right, so we just got done with our pictures and we actually got rained out of the pictures. But why are you looking crazy? Evan got some really good ones though, so we're all good. Emery got a couple pictures, you guys. And now it's raining, as you can see on the window. Maybe not. So I cannot wait to show you guys the final. Well, of course you'll see them as the launch is happening and stuff, but later in this video I'm going to be just kind of walking you guys through me getting ready for my launch week that's getting ready to take place and giving you some tips on some different things you can do for your own launch. I think launches are so important and it's not really something you can just kind of throw together. It takes weeks or if not months of preparation. Ooh, my neck is super red from something, probably her. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. Good morning, guys. It is actually the next day from after we did the photo shoot. Today is Emery's birthday, so I'm taking a little bit of a veer away from the launch stuff because obviously the focus is her. She's turning 2 today. It's only 7:30 in the morning. I just went and picked up donuts. We have actually been doing this. I've been wanting to like create traditions and things, and some of those traditions include I wanted to get like pizza on Fridays sometimes, and it's super corny, I know. And then every Sunday we get donuts. And so for a while we were getting donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, but we found this place here in Albuquerque area called Rebel Donuts. And y'all, this is the box. I got the stuff, I'm getting ready to take it. And I got a birthday cake one. They have some really good flavors. My favorite one is the French toast from them. But their glazed donut, y'all, is so good. It's just like, when I come, because it's really funny, like we were getting Rebel for a little bit and then we were like, oh, well, let's maybe just like cut costs. Even though Rebel's not expensive, really. I mean, I got a half dozen for $6.99. I don't really think that's too bad. And it's like specialty ones as well. But anyway, so we got Dunkin' Donuts last Sunday and I was just like, yeah, it's just not as good. It's like the Rebel ones are just really like light and fluffy and yeah. So anyway, I got Emery a special one for today. I'm gonna put like a little candle on there for her. I'm heading back home now. Last night I made baked cupcakes, decorated cupcakes. I also have like a small cake that I got from Walmart that's cute. We did kind of like a little baby shark theme in the house, so I'll show you guys that when I get back. But pretty much when I get there, we're gonna be getting her up to start the day, and she'll see all the decorations and stuff, open her little gifts that she got. And then I'm sure family is going to be wanting to FaceTime her and stuff. So I'm going to try to get a little bit of this in this video because, you know, this is my life and I want to bring you guys along when I can. And I think that it would be cool to be able to look back on this and so she can see a little bit of her second birthday. But that's pretty much it. Later today, we have some friends coming over with their son. He's actually a little over or a little under or over a week older than Emery. So they're the same age. And they're gonna come over and we're gonna put her little blow-up pool out, her little water table. I'm gonna make her some water beads and they're just gonna have a good time and play and stuff. Nothing super crazy. You know, we're in these crazy times and we don't really know a lot of people here anyway, even if we did want to do something big. But I just wanted to have one person over. I know that they are completely fine. They have a newborn. They've been at home just like we've been at home. So I'm just excited to have them over. Look, I'm gonna show you guys the hot air balloons. This is my life here. So most of the time, especially in the morning, I don't know what it is about the morning, but this is when they fly the hot air balloons here. I know it's kind of like going out of focus, but yeah, they are always around. There's one up there. I want to say it probably has, if I had to guess, I want to say it's probably something to do with it's not as windy in the morning, because it gets really windy here, especially in the afternoon. Like once it kind of hits after 12 o'clock, you don't really know what you're going to get. So I think that might be why, because I would imagine that there needs to be some kind of decent wind control going on. That would be kind of crazy to be in a hot air balloon and it be all windy. Me personally, just in case anyone asks, I've never been in one. I don't plan on being in one. I have heard some interesting stories that have kind of made me not that interested. But they do usually have every year a balloon festival here, or fiesta. I always get confused. I think it's balloon fiesta. Usually in October every year. And I'm pretty sure it's canceled for 2020 due to all that is going on. But we did go last year and it was really, really fun. You get to like see all of them up close. And if you've never grown up around that, which I haven't, it's always just really cool. Like anytime I see them in the sky, even though I've been seeing them for the last like 3 years now since we've been here, I'm always just like, oh my gosh, it's a hot air balloon. Like it just makes me smile for some reason. It just really does. And sometimes there'll be like a lot of them up in the air in the morning. It just depends, no rhyme or reason. But it's just really cool to see.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Are you excited? What is this? What's that? What's that? It's too much? It is a balloon, but who is this up here?
It's that.
Yeah, baby shark.
Blue. It's blue. Blue. Is it? It's blue. It's yellow. So it's like a cat. I got it. So yellow. It's not anymore to me. It's not that. It's right there. Look at me. I saw
Open it.
It's it. A sea box.
Yay, birthday donuts. Can you blow? No, don't touch it. Blow it out. Can you blow? No touching. Okay, let me blow. Oh, you make me nervous. Okay. There you go. All right, so we just laid Emery down from her nap. Hopefully you guys enjoyed whatever little clips or montage I put together. She had a great morning. Tons of gifts from family. We had a random gift that came out of nowhere from my godmother. It's this little table over here that she has. Yeah, we've been having a really good time. I had to like clean up the toys and stuff because y'all, they were taking over the house. She didn't got the broom out here. Like, this is toddler life, you guys. But I had to clean up everything because it was just getting ridiculous. She has this little like piano mat thing. Like, we have stuff everywhere. So we're just gonna try to figure out some organization because we are definitely outgrowing this space for sure. And yeah, that's like a whole nother topic. But anyway, I wanted to really quickly just share a couple of thoughts with you guys really fast about launching because It was on my mind, and that's what this video is about. That's what this vlog is about. All right. So basically, what I wanted to say is that one thing that I'm constantly learning to, not even perfect, but just to constantly figure out is launch strategies. And I've been doing this now basically since I started my business. But when I first started back in 2016, I was just literally like, if I made something, I would just create it. And then like the next day or two, I would put it out there. I might say like, oh, something's coming out in 2 days, and then it would be available. But the problem with that is, especially if it's something that you really want to do well, and it's something that you are really invested in and you value and you want your customers to value, you have to take that time to make sure that you build up to it. And I've really learned this. I've learned this not even just from my own business, but from watching other businesses that I really admire and how they do it. And this is not even just within the stationery industry. This is just industries in general. I love to see how people launch new collections, new products. And one suggestion I have for you is the same thing. Think about some of your favorite brands, whether they're within your industry or not. And think about what attracts you to them, what makes you want to purchase, what makes you want to shop with them. You know, is it the emails that they send out? Is it the way that they kind of build up anticipation? Is it the way that they talk about the products? What pulls you in? Even if you don't purchase, what makes you want to go sign up for something? Those are the kind of things where you have to kind of take off your consumer hat and you have to put on your CEO hat. You have to put on your business owner hat and think about like, okay, from a marketing standpoint, what made me want to go do this? And then you can apply those same principles to your own business. And so, you know, no one is copying or anything like that, but I feel like there's so many examples of the right thing to do out there that I think it's really easy to figure out what can work and see what other people are doing for you to create your own version of that works for your business, if that makes sense. So yeah, sometimes it's hard though, because you know, you'll have on that hat of like, you know, I'm purchasing, I'm supporting this business. But if you are trying to start your own business, it's important to really do that market research. I feel like I say that a lot too, to figure out what they're doing right. You know, how are they successful in it? And so with this launch, this is probably the most strategic I was with my launches. I would say for maybe about the last year and a half, I've really gotten better about launching properly and not just putting it out there. I knew that me reopening was a huge deal because I was closed for almost 2 months, and I'm kind of shifting who I'm targeting. I have brand new products and things, and it's just a very new version of the Stationery Muse. So I wanted to make sure that I made that very at the forefront when I was planning out my launch strategy. And to keep it all the way real with you guys, I've been planning this launch strategy for about a quarter. Even before my shop closed, I was already planning this launch, and my launch strategy total has been almost a month long. So really think about that. It kicked off on my birthday, August 4th, and my shop is opening on September 4th. So not to say that there's a right or wrong amount of time. I always say at least 2 weeks, because I feel like that at least gives you enough time to give people a chance to educate them about your products or your new release or whatever it is. But it also gives you a chance to prepare, and it just builds up the momentum. So really quickly, I'm gonna just show you guys some of the stuff that's been coming in shipping wise. So I got these poly mailer bags. I think these are a 10 by 13. All of this stuff is from Amazon. And I'm gonna be putting shirts and stuff in here since I'm gonna be making my own shirts, and I'll show you guys in a second. I set my heat press up on my new cart that I got from Walmart. I'll show you guys that in one sec. But yes, I got these poly mailers in my color, and then I have this really cute little bubble mailers in 2 different sizes. Also got a really big pack of those Stay Flat ones, because I actually got these in the past and I've ordered the wrong size. So this is the correct size, and it'll actually keep the stickers and stuff from folding in the mail. But sometimes things I send out are a little bit bigger than this, because I want to say this might be, I don't even know the size of this off the top of my head, I don't remember, but I want to say this is like maybe a 6 by 8 or 5 by 7. I'm not 100% sure, but I like these because, you know, it'll close down and then you can just rip it to open it. So it's really, really nice. But then if there's a situation where something's a little bit larger, I have this chipboard that I always re-up on. I usually will cut it in half, typically depending on the, type of, or the size of the actual packaging, but then I'll put it in the bubble mailer. So if for some reason it's something that needs to stay from getting bent up or whatever, I'll use this, which is really nice. So that just gives me another option for packaging to kind of mix it up. I have this tape from Sticker Mule, which I will be sharing more about in my planner behind the scenes videos. This is gonna be more so for the packaging for that, but I do like it. And then if something gets really big, I do also have these boxes as well that I've gotten, that I used to use for the Live Love Inspire box, but since that's changing, I'll tell you guys more about that later. This is just going to be for now, just packages if something's a little bit bigger. But yeah, so that is what's been coming in as far as some different stuff. And sneak peek, you guys, the planner, I picked up the prints. This is one of the boxes that I picked up, so stuff is coming along. All right, so I had just recorded a whole clip that completely just, I don't even know what happened to it. But anyway, my mom had just called, so I lost my train of thought of what I was saying to you guys. But my office is kind of messy now from the aftermath of the photo shoot yesterday. And just, this has become like the dumping ground right now. I've been trying to get ready for Emery's party. Shipping stuff's coming in. But what I wanted to say really fast, just to kind of reiterate about the importance of launching and really taking it seriously, is that if you are taking it serious and if you are excited about it, then it's only going to level up the excitement of your customers, and it's going to create a buzz and momentum and what you truly want. Whether you're selling something or not, you want to build that up. So even if you're just trying to get your email list built up, you know, make it a big deal. Like I did one for the Fear Model for Goals back in, I think that was January or February of this year, and I created like a whole video about it. I had like a mini launch for it and everything. I talked about it on social media. It wasn't like I just came out of nowhere and it was just like a little link in my description and I never talked about it or anything. Like, when you want to see results, you have to be willing to put in that work, to put yourself out there, step out of your comfort zone, get on live and really talk about it, make videos, take the pictures and show the process of you doing that, because people love to see that behind the scenes. And all of those things will help you. Now, I'm not necessarily saying like if you're just coming out with like a sticker sheet, or you're just adding an item to your shop or something just kind of random, or you're just doing it and it's not really like something super duper huge or different, like a whole subscription box or something like that, then I don't think you really need to have a whole lot of like, it doesn't need to be a launch strategy for every single thing you do. But even if it is something small, you should still have like a little, maybe 2 or 3 step process, you know, like even if you're coming out with something new, maybe still give yourself like a couple of days to kind of promote that one thing. It's just, I see time and time again where people will just literally show something one time, they put it up, and I'm sure it may work for like bigger shops or just people like that in general, but when you're growing and in the beginning, that momentum and that excitement, that education that you're providing to people about what you're doing, and showing them over and over again, because when you show somebody something one time, you can't expect that they're going to remember it or that they're going to hop on it right then. You know, they may be in a different situation, but then if they see it 2 weeks from now, they might be like, oh, so, you know, you want to remind people about it and get them excited. Actually, let's rewind. Let's take a step back. First of all, figure out what the heck you're doing, why you're doing it, who you're doing it for, all of those kind of basic things. I think that kind of goes without saying, but you want to know all of that stuff first. You know, what are you doing? When is your launch date? All of those things. I always say to work backwards from the launch date. So if you're launching, we can use mine as the perfect example. So I think my camera cut me off, but when I launched, or I started this launch strategy, it was on August 4th, which was my birthday. And I think I might have even done a couple things before that. This was a month-long launch strategy. So if you have something really big coming out, a brand new collection, a subscription box, anything like that, I'm not saying that you have to do a month long. I always suggest at least 2 weeks, because it at least gives you enough time to get some things out there and give people enough time to prepare for it, know about it, and get excited about it. But you really want to give yourself enough time. So if you're trying to launch a planner, and I'm just going to use this because this is really relevant to right now in this time that we're in, the year is wrapping up. So most people are making buying decisions and wanting to get planners and things like that. They're wanting to do that sooner than later. Most people, I would say maybe September, October typically is the time where people are starting to look at what planner they want to get. So you'll see a lot of bigger companies and things like that, they will start launching around that time typically, because that's the time. Now, if you are just now deciding you want to start a planner, you're going to have to move quickly to be in that time frame to make sure that people are going to have enough time to even know about it. You can't wait and be like, it's December 15th. Hey guys, I have a brand new planner that's coming out. Most people will have already purchased it. And you'll have some people that are kind of late to the game or they haven't had a chance to get it yet. That always happens. But for the majority, think about the timing of it all and really figure it out. So if you're trying to come out with something for Christmas or something like that, you need to be planning for Christmas now, or at least starting to kind of create your strategy for Christmas now. You can't wait until November 13th to be like, oh, I should probably do a holiday collection. So that's what I'm just saying. So you want to always think about first, like the timing of it, and make sure that you have enough time to work up to the launch. And this was a really long clip, but everything I'm saying is super duper important. It's really important because I want you guys to be successful. I want you to grow. And every time I do a launch, I learn something a little bit different, and I kind of see like, okay, maybe I could have did that a little bit better. This was spot on, and just different things like that. Like even when I did my launch last Christmas for Planner Girl Winter, I had a small strategy, not anything crazy, but the amount of love that I got from that and the amount of support I got, I really saw what I did differently from maybe my previous launch. Okay, so here's my heat press. Boom. I got it covered right now. I was told that there are like some covers for this. So I need to look again, because when I tried to search on Amazon, I could not find any, but like a cover to actually cover this completely would be nice so it doesn't collect a whole bunch of dust. But I actually just got in some of these things I'll show you really quick. This is from FM Expressions, in case you guys are wondering. And so basically what FM Expressions is, if you guys haven't heard of it, I heard about it from YouTube, just doing research about heat presses and trying to make this process as simple as possible. Because my thing is like, if I'm going to be making stuff myself, I've decided that I want to make my process as simplified as possible. And I think that's what comes with sometimes when you decide, okay, either you're going to work with a middleman or you're going to try to do it yourself. You have to really make those real decisions. And sometimes you still will have to invest in something because you can't go crazy. So if someone is going to order a shirt from me, I want to cut something out. So obviously, yes, I could use the Cricut. I could have it cut out the vinyl for me, and then I could sit there and I could peel it and weed it. But I already knew that if I was going to be doing these shirts myself, I wasn't going to do that. That's one of the things that I hate doing the most. I mean, I hate to use that word, but I do not like weeding. And if you guys let me know if that's something you enjoy, it's not relaxing to me. It actually is very annoying. And usually like when I was doing the boxes, which I'll have to update you guys on the box too. That's a whole nother topic that we'll have to talk about in another video. But when I was doing the box, I would wait till like the last moment to do the weeding because it's just not my favorite thing. But anyway, so what I did is I picked up some stuff from FM Expression. So let me show you what it is. So if you're interested or you're thinking about making shirts, but you're kind of in the same boat, like I'm not trying to do all that myself, I'm right here with you. So what I got is, if you guys saw my last video that would have went up with the new releases, the shirt that I was wearing, I actually got that from Printify, because I was gonna originally do that. This was before I knew my mom was getting me a heat press. So then I was like, oh, this would be cool, but the way that the font is and stuff, I'm not about to be making this on the Cricut. So what I did is from FM Expressions, I ordered the transfers. So they make the transfers for you. It's very similar to, I believe, like the direct to garment, the DTG. It's similar to that. And so I have three on a sheet, and I got 10 of them. So that means I can make 30 shirts out of this one. And then I also got the Bun Girl. If you guys can see her, she's in here. And she's the other transfer that I picked up. And I don't even know how many of her did I get. I got 20 of her. So yeah, I haven't tested it out yet. I'll have to do that in another video, but when I do, I'll show you guys exactly how it works, because this is a time saver. So now all I'm literally having to do is pull the shirt out, make sure the heat press is heated up, put that bad boy on, and that's it. It's very simple. It cuts down a lot of the work. And these things, cost-wise, I think it really varies depending on the size and everything, but I want to say, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember, you guys. Where's the receipt for this? I would just check out their website. I'll put the link down below, because I think the ones I got started at 45 cents each, I think, but there was different. They even have sublimation as well, which is something I was interested in, but it was a little pricey, so I'm gonna revisit that a little bit later. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to share as far as what's come in. My only other tip, and I'll probably wrap up this portion of the video, and then we'll kind of just end with Emery's party a little later, maybe a couple clips, but I would just say launching is one of those things, at least for me. Everybody is different. Everybody's experience is different. To keep it all the way real with you guys, the Stationary Muse has not been an easy business to grow. It's been very slow and steady, very tortoise-like, very should I keep doing this type of situation. But I learned something every single time. And so I really want to encourage you that if you have already had a launch in the past and it didn't go the way that you thought, I'm right there with you, okay? I have been there before, where, you know, I put all my eggs in one basket thinking like, this is gonna be it. And then it just falls short of expectations. You know, like, support is still there and I'm grateful for those. But, you know, sometimes in your mind, you just kind of see it looking a little bit differently. And especially when you see how other people are doing and things, which is just the reality of the world we live in. But I'm learning that my journey is just how my journey is. It's slow and steady, but it's really helping me to truly see exactly what are the areas that need to be improved. It's really helping me to help other women as well to avoid some of the mistakes I've made, to allow them to kind of skip those steps and really set yourself up for a successful launch, because launching to me is really a lot of the bread and butter. In some instances, it's a lot of it's the biggest part of your business sometimes when it comes to your products and putting it out there. This is our Zoom party setup, guys. We have going on right here. I'm gonna get on Zoom with the family in a minute. Got our cake ready to go for us to sing happy birthday.
Your birthday today?
It's her birthday.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy
Birthday to you.
Happy
Birthday, dear Emery. Happy birthday to you. Hey.
Henry probably said, "What the heck are they saying?"
Hey, hi. Hi, Mommy.
Blow harder, harder.
Hi, Evan's mom.
She's been trying to tell her how to blow, and she blowing it.
It's kind of scary.
Yay!
Yay.